Hello everyone, and welcome to Your Caribbean News and Culture. I'm Delinda Eiffel. Pretty soon we may start to see a high population of Chinese in Dominica. Yes, you heard me correctly. A developing Chinese population in Dominica may be on its way as the country's president, Roosevelt Skerrit, recently signed a $300 million deal with the Chinese company S.A.W. to begin construction of the international airport in Dominica. As stated on its website, S.A.W. is a large, comprehensive joint stock company centralized in general contracting of project construction and integrating commercial investment, real estate development, and hotel and tourism. Dominica and the People's Republic of China initially began diplomatic relations back in March 2004, and the relationship between the two countries is expected to drive their communication and development relationship to a deeper level. The government of China will provide preferential loans to support the $300 million project on the international airport in Dominica, as well as an additional $70 million project for the construction of a new hospital and hotel in the country. In a matter of months, Guyana is expected to open the country's first family court. The initiative for the country's first family court came about when it was noted that the sector isn't given adequate or appropriate attention to family court cases. The new family court, which is expected to be in full operation by May 2014, will provide an environment where adults and children can seek justice and family law issues can be addressed specifically. Matters the court will handle include divorce, division of property, domestic disputes, adoption, guardianship, and custody disputes. Barbados is taking early combative measures against cervical cancer. How early? Well, all 11-year-old female students in Barbados will be subject to the human papillomavirus vaccine, also known as the HPV vaccine. When the next school term begins, 11-year-old female students in Barbados will receive their first dose of the HPV vaccine, which is in efforts to protect them from cervical cancer before they become sexually active. The HPV vaccine will be administered at the schools throughout the country under the supervision of the Ministry of Health, and parents will receive consent forms from the Ministry of Education. The government of Barbados believes such measures will further protect the long-term health of young women in Barbados. While proceedings of the HPV vaccine is costly, it does not come close to the hundreds of thousands of dollars required for treating a patient with cervical cancer. In Antigua, plans for the longly anticipated beach resort are back in action. Earlier this week, the government signed a memorandum of agreement with chairman of the resort group, Gordon Stewart. Plans for the resort were introduced since 2011, but became to a quick halt after controversy surrounding opposition leaders as well as local vendors who feared the location of the resort will affect their trade. With construction now moving forward, the new Beaches Resort is expected to be a 5-star facility with, get this, an ice skating rink, rock climbing, roughly 125 family suites, a water park, 12 restaurants, and a movie cinema. Antigua's Minister of Finance, Harold Lowell, noted that the construction of the Beaches Resort will enhance the country's investment in tourism and will triple the number of employment opportunities for Antiguans. Haiti is receiving love and support all the way from Milford, New Hampshire. The Pizza Top restaurant in Milford, New Hampshire is raising funds every month to support the Life and Hope Haiti organization in Haiti. Life and Hope Haiti began in 2007 when a resident from southern Maine went to Haiti and saw a number of children from the northern part of the country in distress and came back to the U.S. to begin charitable efforts. Over the last 6 years, efforts have spread throughout Maine, and now they have spread to New Hampshire after the Life and Hope Haiti organization held a benefit dance last year in Manchester, New Hampshire. And now the owner of Pizza Top, George Margaritas, and his employees and customers have joined the efforts. Every month, the Pizza Top restaurants utilizes funds from their tip jar for the charitable efforts of the Life and Hope Haiti. To date, the restaurant has accumulated roughly $500 and has begun to sponsor a child from the school. When Life and Hope Haiti started, there were only 35 students in the classrooms, and now to date, the facility, which the organization holds their classrooms, is the Eben Ezra School, and now there are roughly 300 students and 11 classrooms. The owner of Pizza Top, George Marvitas, is hoping to soon travel to Haiti to visit the school, the children, and to get more involved in the efforts of Life and Hope Haiti. Well, earlier this week, a lot of you probably tuned into the 2013 Soul Train Awards. Trinidad and Tobago soca artist Bunji Garlin won the award for Best International Performance for the category, and it was for his hit song, Different Theology. Bunji Garlin outbeat his fellow Trinidadian soca artist, Michelle Montano, who was nominated in the same category for his hit song, The Fog. Earlier this week, on Thursday, December 5th, the world lost a true, renowned, inspirational, revolutionizing soul. Former President of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, passed away. He was 95 years old. Nelson Mandela will certainly never be forgotten. May he rest in peace. Our Culture Chat segment is coming up next. You're watching Your Caribbean News and Culture. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to Your Caribbean News and Culture, everyone. It's time for our Culture Chat. All right, this week on our Culture Chat, we're going to be speaking about the Sisters at Work Youth Program, also known as the S.A.W. Youth Program. The S.A.W. Youth Program is a nonprofit organization dedicated to leading the youth of Boston off of a path of destruction and onto a path of construction. And joining us this week is the founder and executive director of the program, Mikey Myles. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for being here. Of course, of course. So let's get right into it. What led you to start S.A.W?
You know, I have a life in construction since '98, and I felt like it was a great thing for me at the time, and I just really wanted to share that experience with some of the females in our community.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you mentioned some of the females in the community because the program is actually geared towards young women in Boston, not so much males.
Right, exactly.
Talk to us about that selection, why you chose those.
I just feel that there's not a lot of programs that focus on introduction to women in construction, and there's not a lot of programs that service girls 18 and up. So I wanted to service girls 14 to 24, a wide variety, a wide age group, and a variety of young women coming from Boston.
Right.
Underprivileged, underserved. People don't even really know about construction. Or they might think that that's something that they don't want to do.
Right, especially as a female.
Yes, and it's more than construction as well. It's life skills as well.
Right. Now, speaking of life skills and the services, a significant part of the S.A.W. Youth Program deals with a summer program, which is currently housed at the Blackstone Community Center. Now, I don't want to say students because now all of them are in school because like you said, it's 18 to 24. But the young women involved in S.A.W., they go through a series of workshops throughout the summer. Talk to us a little bit about those workshops.
Yes, we do a full 40-hour, 9-week program during the summer. So it's everything from resume building, job readiness, health education, mental health, domestic violence, substance abuse, everything in the health department. As well as there is, we do the introduction of women in construction, we do OSHA safety, we do painting, we also do problem solving, conflict resolution, financial literacy. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's about 15 different workshops. Exactly. But in the school time, we do alumni services because we do a full-fledged graduation at the end of the program to let them feel a sense of accomplishment, to let the community and the families know what they've been involved in. It's not just like a summer job or summer training, but it's also an accomplishment. So they get, certificates and awards of completion, satisfaction, participation, whatever, in those different departments, those different workshops that they completed. So what we like to do is, actually it was a demand for alumni services because once the girls went back to school, they started reaching back like, well, do you have any kind of programs, what are we gonna do after school? So then I realized there was a need for like alumni services. And that's where we do kind of get involved with family. So sometimes there are boys and siblings and things like that. So it
extends after once the alumni service come in. Now, a nonprofit like S.A.W. is not a large corporation type of nonprofit. It's kind of,
not yet.
Not yet. It's getting there. We'll get to that, your future plans in a minute. But a lot of it depends, the sustainability of it depends on funding of any sort, of many sorts. Sometimes funding is good one year, sometimes it's not good another year. Talk to us a little bit about, just maintaining the sustainability of the organization and what keeps you going, even though sometimes the funding isn't what you need it to be.
Exactly, well said. Actually, well, I'll answer the easy part. What keeps me going is actually seeing the faces and the families that appreciate what I am trying to do and what other facilitators that get together and collaborate with me to make this, this whole program be a success. So that's what keeps me going. How do I sustain the funding? It is a battle. It is like an uphill battle. Like
but at least it's uphill,
Yes, I refuse to think of it any other way but up. So what I do is we use a lot of our own personal funding. I do a lot of fundraising. I do a lot of begging.
That's fine.
I ask the
Ain't too proud to beg.
Exactly. There's a lot of businesses that we as a community in our neighborhoods, we patronize a lot of these different businesses, and they're supposed to give back to the community. And a lot of times they don't. And if you don't go after them and harass them or insist, it doesn't really happen. But it's really, really hard, and we really, really do need help because this program is a great program, and I really feel that with the financial support from small businesses, people at home, people in different countries, wherever, I don't even care.
Right.
It really will make a difference.
That's absolutely true. Now, can you think of any success stories of some of the girls who've been through S.A.W? And I mean, I've had the privilege and the honor to be around you and some of the females that's been a part of S.A.W. And I mean, they're just, they're in love with S.A.W, but they just love you as that type of mentor and advisor and supporter. So talk to us about like that connection. And you don't have kids of your own, but these are like your children.
They're my kids, yes. I have to remind,
I've witnessed it.
I agree, because I remind the parents and family and friends and community at the graduation that you guys owe me, because I dealt with all of this, teenage girls, attitudes, everything, different attitudes and stuff like that, and coming from different backgrounds and different situations and stuff. It's really a lot, and I just really try to relate to them, and I do relate to them in so many different ways and so many different levels that they see that. They can tell when someone is from where they come from, understands their needs and their problems and their issues, and they say, hey, wow, she's pretty cool, And then when they see someone that looks like themselves but then doing other great things, then I feel like I'm trying to be, or I hope that they would look at me and some of the other facilitators as, wow, we can do this too. And that's the main thing, I tell them all, there's only one Beyonce and you're not it. So please, so please stop trying.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean?
I actually say that to myself.
Okay, but I mean, hey, dream is the dream, you know what I mean? And continue to dream, and confidence is a very important thing to have, and, self-esteem, and we work around all those issues. And the success stories, there's plenty. There's my alumni girls in class 2010 are now going off to college to finish their dreams, that someone wanted to be a nurse. She got accepted into Texas University. She went through Bunker Hill Community College. She struggled with bringing her GPA up and, got it to where it needed to be. Now she got accepted into a college. And I just actually recently got that call from her. Her name is Sabrina Hassan.
Oh, great. Congratulations, Sabrina Hassan.
Thank you, Sabrina. Yes, good girl. Yes. And also there is, what is her name? She's going to kill me. Navia. Navia actually was at the BET Girls Rock ceremony, and she loved it and had a great time. And she was actually on the radio, Touch 106.1, and she actually got a scholarship. The radio station said they would match any kind of donations that she got, and
that is
someone gave a $500 donation. They matched it, so she got a $1,000 scholarship to go towards some stuff. She's actually doing some activism and stuff with around teens and violence and stuff like that. And so I'm very proud of her.
Yeah, that must be so rewarding.
Yes, it is, because they come back every year. They come to the graduation to see what's new and improved,
and they can help motivate the
and they
current
volunteer. They come
that
back. They tell their stories. I have a young woman, Latino woman named Myrna Ortiz. She's a young mother now, but in the beginning, she lost her mom at an early age. Her brother was raising her with his wife, and it was just a lot of things going on, and it wasn't working out. And then now she's with her dad. Now she has her own apartment.
Girl,
she's going to school. She's working. So there's a lot. Because there are struggles and trials and tribulations.
Absolutely. And even for people who are on the quote-unquote right path, sometimes they endure struggles too.
Exactly. And
anyone's
also,
subject to it.
Yeah, correct. And when you said the right path, it just brought me back to, a 4-year apprenticeship to a trade is equal to a 4-year college. So people who might not be, some of our young people might not be college bound. Right. But, a trade is great. Great money. It's a union. You know what I mean? There's benefits and things like that.
I think a lot of people should try to consider trades as well, because it doesn't make it any less than going to a 4-year college. It's just sometimes I honestly feel like some people just aren't necessarily cut out for college. Like you don't want to sit there.
And there's a lot of people that have college degrees and have a lot of debt and are not working.
And actually pursue a college degree and then end up not getting a job that they went to school for.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So there's absolutely nothing wrong with a trade. Right. Well, you guys have a couple of events coming up, and we're going to talk about that as well as the future plans for S.A.W. When we come back. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hey girl, ¿qué pasa? My weekend was crazy, from what I can remember. Wait. Slow down, Chica. Take it easy. A what? A picture of me? Who sent it to you? How did she get it? I'm not even friends with her. You gotta send it to me now. This must have been from Saturday night. I was so high. Who do you think got it?
Hey, Lindsay? I wish you didn't smoke weed. You're not the same when you smoke. And I miss my friend. I'll be outside.
Smoking weed hurts more than just you.
Welcome back to Your Caribbean News and Culture, everyone. We've been spending our time chatting with Mikey Myles, the founder and executive director of the Sisters at Work, or SAW, youth program. Let's get into some of the things you have coming up. You guys recently had a turkey drive where you gave away some turkeys for Thanksgiving. That was great. I got one. Thank you.
It's actually called Every Family Gets a Turkey, No Family Left Hungry.
Okay, great. Now, another great title you have for a coat drive, which is coming up in December. The drive is going on actually from now through the 18th.
Yes.
So talk to us about the coat drive.
Yes, so it is actually every kid get a coat, no kid left cold.
Okay.
And it's just a way to kind of take the burden off some of the families and things like that around the holiday time when there's a lot of pressure and stuff like that, and finances is not what it used to be or could be or should be. So we are doing a coat drive from, well, it started December 1st and it'll go to the 18th. So what we like to do is just ask people to donate a coat, a new coat, partially used or something like that, that we can give to the girls.
Right.
So the event will be at the, well, actually, there's a location, 4-Star Dance Studio on Blue Hill Ave. You can drop a coat off there.
Okay.
Or they can call those 617-818-1929 and set up for a drop-off or pickup for any type of donations, coats, hats, gloves, scarves,
any
whatever.
winter type of attire.
Exactly.
Okay.
The event will be housed at the Blackstone Community Center.
Right.
And it's kind of like a holiday party is what we like to do. It's the end of the year celebration. It's open to the alumni, friends, community, and just to let everybody know what SAW is about. It's our way of saying thank you for the support.
Okay, so just to get it correct, the coat drive is currently going on. They can call the number you just gave. We actually have the number on the screen as well.
Okay.
And those coats will, or the winter attire, will actually be given to
they're
the
definitely for the SAW
youth
alumni, period.
Right.
Every single thing that we take, donations, monetary clothes, anything that's given to the SAW organization is for the alumni.
And they will be presented at the holiday
party. We try to put together a little gift bag. We do the Christmas tree to set it up and everything, and we give them all a gift bag.
Right, and
it consists of toiletries, you know, winter attire, gloves, scarves, and a coat. The main thing is a coat, so every kid will get a coat.
And that event will be on December 20th.
It's at
the Blackstone Community
Center from 6 to 8 p.m. on the second floor.
And it's open to the entire community.
Open to everybody who wants to come and see and support, or just come out and celebrate with us. Let
Great.
the girls know, give them the support and come out and,
Perfect.
celebrate.
I will be there, absolutely.
Thank
We
you.
have to wrap up quickly.
Sure.
Let us know, what's the future for SA? What do you?
Well, actually, the main future is to get our own facility. We would like to have a SAW Resource Center in the heart of Boston so that we have an office that's open all year round, because we do a lot of things all year round and nobody really knows about it. We need the city of Boston to know and appreciate the SAW Youth Program.
Absolutely.
We're doing a lot of great things out here in the communities, and I think that everybody needs to know it. We need to have a home base.
That's great. All right, so that's the future of SA. The immediate future of SA is the upcoming event, which will be at the Blackstone Community Center on December 20th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And with that, you can call the contact information that you see there and donate a code, and those codes will be presented at that event. That's all the time we have this week here on Your Caribbean News and Culture. Mikey, thank you so very much to be here.
Thank you very much for having
Always
me.
a
It's
pleasure.
a pleasure. Yes,
Always
it
a
is.
pleasure.
Always.
And also,
Thank
people
you.
can feel free to support SAW financially
Oh,
by
yes.
donating tax-free.
Please.
Catch the repeat of our show Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Thanks for our BNN studio crew. Thank you at home for watching. I'm Delinda Eiffel. See you next time.